What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to News for the Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And I got an article here to, discuss. I got to read it to you. You're not going to believe what I just found out. I mean, not just found out just now. I actually learned about this a couple days ago. But I want to talk about it because it's really interesting, and it makes me go like, well, Kevin Feige, which is like the subject of this video, how could you not want to do this? Which you're about to find out what. So anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Click on the bell notifications so you don't miss anything. Join my Discord. Invitation link to that is in the description. Let's go ahead and talk about this. And it says here that Kevin Feige rejected Ryan Reynolds' original Deadpool and Wolverine idea. And I'm like thinking to myself, Kevin Feige rejecting the idea of Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine is like rejecting the idea of Tobey Maguire returning as Spider-Man. It's stupid to even reject that kind of idea. Like, doesn't he know that Wolverine is like one of the most popular characters in the entire world? Yet alone, Hugh Jackman is the greatest actor that's ever portrayed Logan Wolverine, because nobody else has ever portrayed him. But like, the guy does a phenomenal job playing Wolverine. He is Wolverine. And by the time we get another Wolverine, like another actor to replace him soon enough, we're going to miss him. And of course, we'll respect the fact that somebody carried on the torch, because I'm sure Hugh Jackman would definitely gracefully, pass the torch to the next actor, whoever that person is. But anyway, it's just crazy to think that Kevin Feige, of all people, would reject that idea, especially from the fact that he comes from a long range of like making superhero movies since like the late 90s, early 2000s, starting with the very first X-Men movie when 20th Century Fox had the rights to the X-Men. That's right. He was like an assistant to like the producers and the directors on that set. He even has photos with a young Hugh Jackman in that set. He even snuck in comic books to Hugh Jackman's trailer when he first played Wolverine, because Bryan Singer wouldn't allow that. It's true. It's just crazy to believe that. And then now, 24 years later, he rejects that idea because he's like the big boss and everything like that. I'm just curious as to what made him to decide to like finally cave in and accept the idea of Wolverine returning. But anyway, I'm kind of going off on a bit of a tangent there. Kevin Feige rejected Ryan Reynolds' original Deadpool and Wolverine idea, and I'm sure Ryan Reynolds was scrambling with like different ideas when this idea was first, rejected. So Ryan Reynolds' original Deadpool Wolverine was shot down by Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige prior to the Merc with the Mouth making his way into the MCU. Speaking with Empire magazine, Feige recalled the very first pitch that Reynolds gave him for the movie, which would see 3 different versions of the same story being told. Feige described it as a Rashomon story about Wolverine and Deadpool, and something that they got into together, but told from 3 completely different perspectives. It was a way to make a large-scale movie in a very small way. However, the pitch was rejected because, in Feige's words, he wasn't even ready for Deadpool to make his MCU debut. The truth is, I wasn't even sure how to incorporate Deadpool yet. I was very much thinking about how to bring mutants and the X-Men into the MCU, and I thought it needed to be more than just playing the hits, which said Feige, which to a certain degree I can totally understand where he's coming from. Instead of relying on the fact that these characters are huge hits, he was thinking about how to make it make sense, if that makes any sense. But the truth is, Ryan is an idea machine, so he may have pitched that to me, but he also pitched 25 other thoughts and ideas. In the same interview, Reynolds also talked about some of the various ideas he came up with for the film, including one that was almost like a Sundance film, a budget of under $10 million, which probably would have, by a long shot, easily did more than just break even. Like, it would just make hundreds of times of the amount back, and that's how movies should be. A smaller budget like this, there's no need to be spending at least $200-300 million on a superhero movie. I get maybe 50 million, maybe even 75, but nothing more than that. And sort of using the IP in a way that they previously hadn't used. And I pitched bigger movies, and I pitched things in between, Reynolds said. What is Deadpool and Wolverine about? Deadpool and Wolverine reunites lead star Reynolds and with Free Guy and the Adam Project filmmaker Sean Levy, who has signed on to helm the long-awaited project. Joining Reynolds are Hugh Jackman and Jennifer Gardner, who are finally coming out of their superhero retirement to reprise their respective iconic Marvel roles as Wolverine and Elektra. It will also feature the return of Leslie Uggams as Blind Al, Morena Baccarin as Vanessa, Rob Delaney as Peter, Stephen Kopechik as Colossus, Karen Sony as Deepinder, and Brianna Hildebrand as Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and Shioli Kutsana as Yukio. The movie will also welcome the addition of Marvel newcomers Emma Corrin and Matthew McFadden. The film is written by Rhett Reeves, Paul Warnick, and Zeb Wells from a previous draft by the Molyneux sisters, Wendy Molyneux and Lizzie Molyneux Logelin, and is produced by Reynolds Levy and Kevin Feige. So this is really awesome. I'm really excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. You guys know that I'm like super excited. Deadpool's actually one of my favorite characters of all time, and just thinking about the idea of Kevin Feige just shutting this down and then hearing 25 pitches following after, it's no wonder he finally got to approve it, because based on what we've seen in the trailer so far, it totally makes sense. I mean, in a way, this whole multiverse thing, it kind of makes room for lazy writing if you really if you really think about it. Like, it's all thanks to the multiverse. You can pretty much do and undo anything you'd like, and that's just how it is.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
But anyway, that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the notifications so y'all don't miss anything. I know it's a short one, but I just wanted to talk about this real quick, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Dislike the video if you did. And as always, I'll see you all in the next comic panel. Bye.